This is her cookbook she got when she got married in 1962. So I had to come in here and I found her candy recipe. So this is my mom. You can see all these are out of here. So we're making this one. This is the fudge recipe my mother's made for years. It's called Price Fudge. And I make it, she made it with, she loved walnuts, but I don't like nuts in my fudge, so I'm not gonna make it. You can see my mother uses this cookbook a lot and I treasure it. So you can see this one's been duct taped together, but it's precious to me. To start with, take a cube of butter. Once again, butter, not margarine, guys. You're gonna do the whole inside of your kettle. And what that's going to do is help keep the butter from getting granulars up on the side of the kettle. And use a heavy bottom one. It keeps it from going up on the side and forming crystal, which is going to ruin your fudge and turn it into grainy. Nobody wants to eat. You want to eat smooth, silky fudge. We're making plain fudge today. I am using dark chocolate chips because I prefer dark chocolate. Okay, so we got the whole inside rubbed with butter. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 4 cups of sugar in here. And then we're going to add a cup of butter and a can of evaporated milk. Some of you may not know what this little nifty thing is.
I want to know what that is. That's cool.
You put it on top, take it off. If you got to save it, you can put it back on and put it in the fridge, but it gives you a hole to pour and a hole to vent. And there you go. You don't have to use, otherwise you have to use a can opener and you make a horrible mess. So this is a much easier method.
Or if you just need a little bit.
If you only need to use a little, you can use this to put back on. It's called a milk cap. I don't know, I grew up with them. If you don't have one, you can buy them different places. Yes, I know. Boy, I'm aging myself tonight. Okay, we are going to now turn this on medium. You need a candy thermometer to make fudge, okay? We're going to stir this. And you're going to put that on the side of your kettle. You do not have it touching the bottom, so you need to bring it up a little. You don't want it touching the bottom. And I don't really need it in to start with because I already know it's not even close. We're going to have to cook softball stage, okay? Softball stage on your candy is 236 degrees. You can also, if you don't have a candy thermometer, yes, you can still make candy without a candy thermometer. Get yourself a bowl of cold water and you drop some in, and if it forms a softball, then it's softball stage.
Oh, that's why they call it softball.
Yes. If it's soft. If you need to take it to hard crack, when you drop it in, in the cold water, it'll crack. And that's crack stage. So that's just a little tip, guys.
Yeah, I feel like it just makes it easier.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have to stir it constantly, but I do want to stir it rather frequently. And I took my pan. I have a 9x9 pan. 9x13. You can use a 9x9, but I don't like my fudge that thick, so I'm using a 9x9. I did put parchment paper in here. I am going to butter the bottom of this, or try.
It kind of got crazy with the parchment paper there.
I want it, okay. I know it looks like a lot of parchment paper, guys, but here's the reason. I want to be able to pick it up out of there to cut it.
That's smart, yeah.
There is reasons for my insanity at times. Okay,
we're here for the realness.
You can get marshmallow cream. Up here we get what's called marshmallow fluff, guys. I'm just like over it.
What, there was no cream?
No, they don't sell it up here. They only sell this stuff. And you know why? Because they eat it on a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
Guys.
That's how they do it up here.
This sounds so disgusting. We're going to put 2 cups of chocolate chips. Here we got 2 cups of chocolate chips. And we're also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, guys. That's it.
So sugar,
butter, evaporated milk, marshmallow cream, and chocolate chips. The original fudge that people used to make in the old times had 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of milk, 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, a dash of salt, 1 teaspoon of corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Guys, that is very difficult to pull off and not make it grainy and make it creamy. Okay, a couple things I want to tell you about fudge. If your fudge is too firm, you can get in there with your hands and play with it like Play-Doh, and it'll soften it and you can pat it into your pan. If it's too firm, that's a problem. Add a 1/2 cup of milk to it, reheat it, recook it, re-stir it, and then pour it. Okay, so those are 2 things you can do to fix any major mess up.
Fudge malfunction.
A fudge malfunction. Your only other fudge malfunction that you can have is grainy. And I've already talked about that. Okay, guys, no sugar. See how it keeps it from getting up there? And I'm going to scrape the sides to make sure it doesn't get sugar. I hate grainy fudge. I love it when it's smooth. 180 degrees. So we're getting there, guys. Yes, we are at 210 degrees and rising. So I need to put this over. Guys, you don't have to stir it constantly, but when it starts getting to this temperature, I like to so I don't have any burnage. It's a personal preference. Also, I have a gas stove and I don't trust it.
Yeah, it's burned stuff on the bottom before.
It has. It has. Almost to 230, and that means we have about, and we have to go to 236. So we have about 8 more degrees to go. You can see, this is really smelling good. I'm trying to watch the thermometer because you can go from nothing to something in a heartbeat with candy. And it requires. Now you can see that I don't have any sugar crystals anywhere, and that's highly important, guys, because when you pour your fudge into the pan, you do not want sugar crystals. You can use a wooden spoon or a spatula. We are at 230. My arm's tired.
Tell me about it. I've been holding my hand up all this.
Oh, it's our workout for the night.
Such a low
Yeah, it's
low
low.
impact. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
You know, what is it like that Pamela Pumpkin dance you see on TikTok all the time?
I don't know.
This is Kathy's cooking exercise. Stir to the left, stir to the right. Don't let it stick. No grains allowed. Bend over. We're almost there. Almost there, guys. Just a gnat's eyelash away. And you can see it's turning colors, which is good.
Mm-hmm. It's so fun watching all the bubbles.
We are at soft crack. Okay, turn off the burner first because it's gas flame. Remove the pan.
Could have used 2. Step 1, don't panic.
Step 1, remove from heat. Step 2, add chocolate, cream, and vanilla. So we're going to add our chocolate, 2 cups, chocolate chips, our whole entire can of marshmallow fluff, or marshmallow cream if you're from another part of the country other than the East Coast where they have marshmallow fluff. I was like very confused, but then I realized I was in a different country, a different state. Okay, you want to get as much of this out as you can. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to stir for my dear life so it doesn't cool down and get seized. Okay, take your candy thermometer out, grab a hold, and start stirring. And watch the magic, guys. Go down the marshmallow lane and through the forest.
It looks pretty gross right
over
now.
the chocolate chip forest lanes. Now, this is really important, guys. Make sure you get your marshmallow cream completely incorporated. Otherwise, when you're eating your fudge, you will have little pieces of marshmallow fudge.
Really doing kettlebells.
Yeah, I got strong arms. People always say, you're so strong. Well, this is why. Cooking will do it to you. It's going to get glossy. That's a good thing. You want it to have kind of a glossy finish on it. Do not stop stirring and pour until all your marshmallow cream or fluff is mixed in. Now, the fun part. We'll see if camera lady is able to scrape this out when I get it over.
It was just like one river. One little stream.
One little stream.
In the fudge river. In the fudge waterfall.
Guys, I feel like we're going Willy Wonka tonight. Or the elf. I feel more like the elf tonight.
We're just making basic chocolate fudge that's supposed to be creamy and easy.
This is my mom's recipe. So I'm going to leave it in here and you need to let it set up. It's going to take probably 30 minutes to an hour before you can cut, guys. Fudge. 3 months in the freezer and 2 to 4 weeks in the refrigerator. Don't leave it on the counter. It will not be good. So